And this is part 2. I'm going to pick up right where I left off at. As you can see, there's nothing changed. What I'm going to start doing is I'm going to add some more darkers down at the bottom. Now we're going to start fading up. So because my darkness is going to start fading up, and I really want the highlights from the trees to stand in, I'm going to take my same willow charcoal, the same one I'm using, and go down from the bottom and go work my way up. So this way it kind of gives a fade appearance. So I'm going to start more from here. Let me see, yeah, as you can see it, pull upward. So I've got my darkness down at the bottom. Again, I'm just kind of going to be just it doesn't make no difference. But I'm going to try to show a curve. Again, it doesn't really make a difference which way because you're going to blend it anyway. But I'm going to start showing some more darkness over here too, so I'm kind of hit and miss it. Just kind of hit and miss a little bit here. And add some over here. And then I'm going to start coming up this way here, over here. You know, pull from my bottom up. I'm going to blend these in, so it's going to kind of give more of a, going to be easier to see. But just kind of giving some darkness. I want to kind of blend upward with it. Right now it don't look like much, does it? That's okay. It's all right. We just want the shadows down. Drop my stomp here. Now what I'm trying to do is to kind of pull it up with my stomp. Again, I'm sorry to add some highlights, but I want some darks in there too to kind of give the contrast. Now we can use, because the stomp, this takes a while, and it doesn't blend as evenly. I'm going to kind of use my paper towel and kind of go upward. Again, I'm just going to kind of fade it off. Taper it up there just a little bit in there. Just kind of It's just a very simple way of doing landscapes, but it's kind of works. It works. When you start, and the more and more you do, you can start getting more details in it. I'm going to pull up. So I'm pulling my paper on my tissue paper, hand towel paper there. Pull my way up, kind of give a faded look. Directions. See how we're going there. Way not so hard. I want just my base to be kind of really soft. Okay. And I'm gonna come up a little bit more because I'm gonna start adding some darks in there a little bit more. And I want a little bit of difference between the lighter lights and the grays. Now because in here it's gonna be kind of hard to use my paper towel. That's when I'll start using the stomp and kind of come playing my way down. Again, with rocks, you ain't gotta be perfect. You want to have some edges. You want to have some, and I'm gonna make it right along that line to that highlight. That highlight's where the light's shining. So I'm gonna make it a little different there. Make it. I want the rough lines. I want the. Starting to give it a little bit of a look. I got me a highlight in there, so I'll kind of get some darknesses in there. See, that's starting to come up. That's starting to come up a little into more. And if we see that it's not as blended so well, we can always go in there with the stomp, kind of softly add some more in there. We want to do it soft at first. You can always go back and add the hards in later. Okay. See, I'm getting the softness in there first. Now you notice I haven't put my hand on paper. I don't want to mess up what I got there. Okay, Carol, we're still going to kind of go in here and add some softness to that. We want soft, so when we come in and add the hard lines will contrast against the softness. Okay. So now we're going to come down some further and just kind of blend it in a little bit here. So I'm going to start adding some more And then after I spray this down, I'm going to start going to graphite to kind of give more of a harder, deeper lines and stuff. But right now it's a soft look. It's the very, what I'm looking for. And we'll come down some more. We're going to have some trees in here in a minute. Now I want to make sure that the tree line is going to be very, very sharp, very, very clear, so you can see it. So the tree line is going to be up through here. So I want this to be a little bit darker in here. Kind of show down some more. Very easy. Just kind of gets it back and forth like you're brushing it in there. And so I'm going to blend that in too. I can blend it in with the paper towel here. Make sure you don't get your hand in it. Biggest thing, you don't want to get your hand in it because the graphite will smear and you leave your oil on your fingers and stuff. Hey, everybody's got oil on their fingers. But I kind of give some more pull up in there. My tree line is going to start to come up in there. And I really want to show that the hardness, the lights and stuff off the trees. So that's gotta have some blacks to do that. You gotta have some blacks to have a lights. You really do. You can't really have lights unless you got some darkness to bounce it off with. Think about with darks, they absorb light, and light reflects it. So we're gonna find something in here that reflects the light instead of absorbing it. Right now we want stuff that absorbs. We want very soft grays. That's all willow charcoal. All this is right now, right? That's all we're using. But we can start seeing the mountain scenery there. Now, I'm starting seeing, and here it's just a little bit too hard. Just remember, this willow charcoal just give me some softness. All right now, just some softness. And I know that I'm going to have something, there's a light through here. You see the light line in there. So we've got to give something to show that's lighter than the background. Again, the only thing we're using right now is willow charcoal, but still, I got to show that light on that mountainside is a lot lighter than the skyline. To kind of give more indication that is a light there. Now when I get to, I'm going to take a very thin eraser and I'm going to make snow trails and stuff in there too. But right now this is just the basics. Now we're going to come a little further over here. Now we start seeing our mountainside, but what's going to make this stand out more is trees put through here. Okay, and then as we come closer and closer, we'll have something else there too. But all right, so let's take you could take a regular eraser, you could take pencil eraser, you could take kneaded eraser, you can take electric eraser. Anything's gonna give a sharp edge line. Let's see if I got something sharp edge on it. And I'm gonna go in and just start hitting missing these lines here. Easy. Very easy. So much you can't see it, but it's just enough to where I can see it on the paper a little bit. Okay. Sometimes you can just kind of go in it and just barely touch it and kind of drop it. It ain't gotta be perfect. I'll do it better when it don't. You try to get it all perfect, it won't look right. You just kind of. You got some darks, you got some lights. Makes it have to show some depth in there. That's all there is to it. And I'll kind of show one through here, coming down that crevice to there. To there in a bit. I'm going to stop right there. And we're also going to have some over here too. Remember, we got that dark shadows right there, but also kind of get to show a little bit of light through here. Not much, just a little bit. Barely touching the paper. Barely touching the paper. And we're going to have some more over here too. But they're all going to show different crevices and bends in the mountain scenery. So I'm kind of come down here a little bit more. Kind of like do that. A little bit of. Now I'm gonna start doing here is I'm gonna start adding some tree lines through this misty right through here. Best way I know how to do that is take my gum eraser. I want a softer eraser. I want something that's not gonna be so hard first to kind of give me a good indication where the tree line is gonna be at. So let's put one right. Let's take a brush first. I got some eraser debris on there, and I want to get that off there. Okay, see how easy it is to do that. You take my soft eraser and just kind of go in here and just kind of, I'm going to kind of give me a good idea where my tree line is going to be. Take it right about down to here. You may not see a whole lot yet, but I do see it on paper. And kind of going some soft tones here. Yeah, like I said, you may not see it too well, but it starts to shape up. And I'm going to start putting some highlights in there, some real good highlights. And darkness is it will show up a little bit easier. You can start to see it more. Just kind of give some shapes right now. Don't worry about being perfect because I want this soft. I want this to be softer. Because I'm going to go in there and add some hard highlights and some darks and stuff. I kind of give an indication where I want my tree at. You start seeing the highlights start to pop up. Okay, just a little bit in there. We're going to kind of add some more. And I'm going to have some trees over here. Let your eraser do some of the work too. You don't always just pencil. Your erasers can do some real good work too. Show softness and shadows and stuff. Or you can do like I just did and just kind of put it down, just pull it up a bit. Depends on how you want the tree, the shadows to look. Let's give him some soft eraser, right? But now I want to go in and add some darkness. Now we're still using graphite, the charcoal, because I want to kind of give a soft, it's a soft look. Now when I get that sprayed down with the workable fixative, then I go in and use my pencil. So now I've got my tree line, where my tree line is going to go. I'm working my way down. I'm also going to add some charcoal in here to kind of give my sides, and I'm just kind of pecking it a little bit here. You can still see me pecking it a little bit there. And you know, and where I would just do done the eraser, I'm gonna go in every so often and hit where the eraser is at, but not hit right where I erased it. Just kind of right about through the lines there, just a little bit on each side, because the light's on this side here, the shadow's gonna be on this side here. I'll blend all this in too, so don't worry about it. I love about working with charcoal is you can blend it in. It ain't gonna be that great. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna look pretty cool. I really do. I'm gonna blend that in. Got some tree over here. Yeah, there's some trees in there. It's that phone starts showing me there's trees there, don't it? Yeah, it does. Again, just kind of going on the left side of things. You see how the shadows are starting to make that highlight stand out more in it. Yeah. I'm going to blend this in so I don't want a whole lot in there, just so you kind of get some more shadows. Okay, see how we're just kind of going in and do some more over here. Now with some trees up here. That's going to be blended in, so it's not going to be as hard, but we start showing it. We can use that smaller stomp to go in and add it, blend it in, because then it's just a softer shadows. We want some hard shadows in there too now, don't get me wrong. Well, the graphite, but I want my charcoal base to kind of give a lot of my work, so my pencil won't have to do it much. So I'm just kind of making squiggly lines, because that's the way the shadows will work in the trees. And just kind of go squigglies here and there, just kind of making little squiggly lines. But now it's starting to show more of a softer shadow on it. Remember, the charcoal does a soft shadows, get the soft shadows in. And you go back on there and add some more hard shadows with the pencils. Now, talking about pencils while I'm doing this, tearing on all this over and over again. The darkest that I've seen that can blend well, and it might be not right, but I think it is a 4B. If you get any darker than 4B, you really can't blend it too well. I don't know why I found that out. Well, that's just me. I want to add some dark, just a little bit darker here. Not a whole lot. Say that's a little bit different than the outside. It's not much. It's got to be something there that's darker. Okay, not much there. And so when I get this all blended down, I really want the darks to be dark. I really want to pop black. I'm going to use some 4B. That'll give me some good. All this is so far is just willow charcoal. That's all this is, right? It's darkening out pretty good, I think, so far. Just for the soft grays. You got to envision what the soft grays are. And then go in and add the darker blacks, and makes the highlights stand out better, don't you think? So I'm going to kind of go in here and get the trees in. Sometimes when you get the trees, you say, okay, maybe I want a lake, maybe I want something over here. And we'll work on it as we go. Not a big hurry. It's your world. You can kind of make it where you want. We just got to understand how lights work. And once you know where light source is at and how the light reflects off everything, then you can put it anywhere you want to. You can put the tree over here, and you can put tree over there. Remember, I want just very soft backgrounds in here. Not a whole lot for now. I want a pencil to do some of that work later. This charcoal makes it a lot easier to do, don't it? Kind of wanted to say. See how easy that is there? Looking pretty easy, ain't it? I gotta hit some darks in there too, right? Let me get that side over there. Let's get this side over here some. Okay, add it in there. I want to just kind of just hit and miss a little bit here. All I'm doing. I want some darknesses in there. And I'm take the same stomp and just kind of bend it down. I'm doing just kind of see how I did that there. It's Saturday here, and I've got my kids with me on weekends. So you hear them in the background. That's okay. That's all right. It gives more realism, and hey, you can do this too. Okay, see how we adding that? We just added some soft shadows. So this is part 2.